Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, sorry about the audio.
Remember this dress code. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, sorry about the audio. Y'all remember to keep you awake this week. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. You here to make war? Please surrender.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
So the echo should be gone.
Tell me, why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly say, "We the people."
Man, it's bugging out. We'll be okay.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hail, Caroga. Thank you, lovely Nicole DeBoer. Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5 Qapla, and welcome to BedLife for Monday, November 9th, 2020. And yes, as you see, I'm sorry, we are camera free today. I just didn't feel like it. I'll be honest. I'm tired. Mama Prey is tired. I decided, you know what, today I will, I certainly wanted to do a BedLife, but we'll do it without the camera. I'm sure you will understand. For those who really, can't go a week without seeing me, I promise you we'll have the camera on. Certainly, I promise you, I can't make any promises, but I certainly plan to have the camera on Wednesday and Friday, and who knows when else. And if you really need to see me, you can go back to last week's episodes and take a look. I still look the same. I promise, maybe even a little better. I believe, yes, 47 Yorktown picked out that I had put in my wrong birthday. So thank you for the typo. You said typo. Yes, I put my birthday as November 12th. It is November 13th. But I did say Friday, November 12th, in fairness. So it would have been November 30th. And Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat says premature start is premature. Hello there. Yes, I decided to start early since Fertian Barber ended. You see, when I set this stream to be 5 p.m. Eastern, I saw Fortean Barber had his stream set to 4 p.m. Eastern. And I know Fortean goes an hour. So I said, okay, 5 p.m. It fits. Everything will be cool. Then Fortean started his stream early, which is very cool because I listened to it. But then he started it like 45 minutes, an hour early. So he ended it early. And so I was like, well, now there's nothing stopping me from going on early. So I did. I figured this might prevent you guys from yelling that I was late. Of course, it didn't. But at least it could have. It could have. I did send out a tweet for anybody who still checks Twitter. even though nobody should probably be on Twitter, but just in case anybody does or is, I did send out the tweet that it was going on momentarily. So Not Ryan Johnson was first. Hello on Qapla, Not Ryan Johnson. 47 Yorktown did tell me about the typo. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. It has been fixed. Rock Solid Productions says, what the, not live, unsubbed. And that was, probably 10 minutes ago. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey. So is Cinema Saturday going to turn into Watch SpaceX with full crew liftoff on Saturday, November 14th at 7:49 p.m. Eastern from Cape Canaveral? No, it certainly won't turn into that, because Cinema Saturday next week is going to be the great comedy Euro Trip. And if you've never seen Euro Trip, I strongly, strongly advise you to watch. It is one of mine and Sisopre's favorite comedies of all time. And I highly suspect Sisopre, whether she be here or elsewhere, will try to be part of that movie. So I hope you guys all watch it, because it is good laughs. However, I will certainly want to watch the SpaceX launch at 7:49 p.m. Eastern. So if no one else is streaming and it looks like they will launch, then I will perhaps go live. But I do know that PJ at Orville Nation, he generally does stream the rocket launches. So if he's able to stream and he's streaming, then I will probably be there. But if no one else is streaming, I could be easily convinced to stream. Of course, Josh Street, as you know, with any manned liftoff, just because it's scheduled is only maybe a 50% chance at this point that it actually takes off on time. Caroga Night says, Viva Caroga, Viva Dear Bop, Qapla, Viva Caroga Night, absolutely. Not Ryan Johnson says, birds, #birds late. What else is new? And no, that was way before I was even supposed to come on. Josh Street says, not Ryan Johnson, when is Bird not late? Well, today, 54.5 Access Radio, playing the hits of World War II, says, Nephew O'Prey, 2060, vote early, vote often. If there's even voting come 2060, it will probably be, as my friend Addie has been telling me, it will probably use the blockchain so that while the votes can remain secret, they can also be tracked. Josh reads his Bird would be late for his own kid being born, even if he was in the same hospital room. That did not make Mama Pray happy. Rock Solid said, no joking, no audio. Yeah, I know. I the very beginning, I forgot to put the audio on. And then I had an echo. And then Rock Solid says, there it is. John Meyer says, howdy, Bird. Howdy, John. Qapla, 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. And he's using the newest emoji, the Bird O'Prey 5 head, which is open to all channel members. So thank you. Rock Solid is putting in multiple requests for Dear Bop, and don't worry, we will be doing Dear Bop, Rock Solid. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Qapla, Cinnabon Bunny. Cinnabon Bunny has brought back Space Engineers. He has restarted the server. There is now a server. If you want details to the Space Engineer server, check out Cinnabon Bunny's channel. He streamed earlier today. He gave out the details to get on the server. And yes, I have reinstalled Space Engineers. I don't know if or when I'll have time to play it, but I did just make sure I could get into the server, and it was working for me. So if I get a quiet day and I can listen to somebody YouTube and then go play Space Engineers, that's probably what I'll do at some point. But that's where we are. So big thank you to Cinnabon Bunny for bringing back Space Engineers. And also, this is something I wanted to bring up, but thank you to Captain Trek for why? Why is YouTube telling me that there were 0 viewers? Yeah, okay, that's better. No, there's 25. They were literally telling me on my analytics page there were 0 viewers. Great. So I want to thank Cinnabon Bunny, who's also a governor of Caroga, and a thank you to Captain Track with the suggestion. Governors of Caroga have a new perk. I have listed the link to Governors of Caroga in the descriptions of all my videos. So if you become a governor of Caroga, you will also have your channel listed in my video descriptions with a link to your channel. And so Cinnabon, currently being the only governor, is the only channel linked in my description. So if you need to get the Cinnabon Bunny's channel, you can always go to the description of my videos. And henceforth, from here on out, it will be there in, I'd say, most videos. I'm not going to promise every video because, I might forget once or twice. But the vast, vast majority of videos will have a link to all of our governors' channels. Josh Street says, rock solid. The sound was nice, but now the day has gone to hell. I mean, Caroga. Okay, you cannot use Caroga as a synonym for hell, Josh Street. I apologize, but that is not allowed. Rock Solid Productions says, Bird of Prey, now getting audio echo. Yeah, the audio echo. We fixed that too. Sci-Fi Nations, greetings, Sci-Fi Nations. It's been a while since I've seen you on a stream at a reasonable time. It says, greetings, Birdo Prey 5, Mamo Prey, Sassy Opray, Sis Opray, and Doo Diaper, Nephew Opray, and fellow nerds. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. Mike Richards is and to Mrs. Sci-Fi Nation as well. Mike Richards is greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Josh Reach is Bird of Prey. You're getting a late birthday gift from NASA in a rocket launch. Well, if they want to make it a birthday gift, they can have the rocket fly over my house so I can see it on my camera. In fact, if it flies over Long Island Sound, I should be able to see it on my cameras. That would be perfect. Or maybe they could just, have it touch down nearby. Rock Solid says, Josh Street, I believe you mean Turdistan. No, I'm not getting a late birthday gift from Turdistan in the form of a rocket. If that is what you were implying. Josh Street says, rock solid, Turdistan isn't in New Jersey like Caroga, a robot. No. Chris Perzer, Qapla, Chris Perzer says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, and hail, Mamo Prey, Sis Opray, and the twin shadow rulers of Caroga, Nephew Opray, and Sassy Opray. Thank you, Chris. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, not hearing the rebroadcast echo now. All good. Hailing frequencies are open. Thank you, Rock Solid. Sci-Fi Nation says, need to turn up the music next time. I have the same issue, though, when playing on my private videos for the theme song. Well, if people say it needs to go up, usually they say I need to turn it down. And Yosef with his premature start is premature. Welcome, Yosef. Mike Richards says, damn it, Bird of Prey. Seeing your reactions to Dear Bop letters is the best part. I apologize. Then you will not see my physical reactions. Captain Track says, Nephew Opray is the king or crown of Caroga, not Bird of Prey 5 using emojis. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, we want a mom life stream. Well, that's going to have to wait a while, Josh, till she's feeling up to it. Life with Matthew says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, and all. Qapla, Life with Matthew. Sci-Fi says, greetings to Life with Matthew, and Life with Matthew says, hey to Sci-Fi Nation. Positive Candor, Qapla, Positive Candor. Says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, long live Caroga, and the isle and the land of Jaloja. Thank you, Positive Candor, and a late happy birthday to you, since I did not see you on your birthday, but I know you are recently birthdayed. What's the past tense of birthday? Birthdayed? You're recently birthdayed. Birthed. Aid. I don't know. Rock Solid says, here's Life with Matthew, who don't know what MTV's remote control, super glove, ball, or the power glove is. I don't know MTV's remote control. Super Glove Ball. I don't know if I've heard of that. The Power Glove, of course, was that thing for the Nintendo that was in the movie. Yeah, I know what that is. Kronos says first and Qapla and asks, how is mom? Kronos, you're not first, but Qapla and mom is doing well. She is on the phone with Sisso Prey right now. We are taking it easy. It is, we are both, I think we're both still recovering from lack of sleep, but Mamo Prey, Knockwood is doing well. We had somebody here most of the day, and they left just before I came on, and all is going well. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, if you were able to dream in color, you can thank me. If the executive producer of your video cast today, I arranged that. Thank you, executive producer Saul Leibowitz. I have always dreamed in color. I suspect that most people always dreamt in color, and this black and white was limited to the generation of people who grew up watching black and white television. I really don't think the majority of people dream in black and white. I think it was just kind of a freak thing that happened when black and white TV was so prevalent for a few decades. I've dreamt always in color, and several times in full blown animation, like Simpson style or Flintstone style animation. One dream, a particularly vivid dream I remember, when I was a kid or a young teenager, was a Flintstones episode that was totally dreamed up. I remember Fred Flintstone riding on a vacuum, and when I woke up, I was laying on a couch in my living room, and Mamo Prey was vacuuming. So that's why I was dreaming about Fred Flintstone on a vacuum. But it was total Flintstones animation. And I've had a Simpsons type animation dream. I think I've had a Lego animation dream. It's some weird stuff, some weird dreams. And yeah, so I guess somebody has read the description of this video. Yeah, so it's a good Monday in that I've had a couple of good dreams this week. Yesterday, Sunday, Saturday night into Sunday and Sunday night into today, I had 2 good dreams. I can't get into the details of them too much because, but I can tell you last night's dream featured, I was in a hotel casino. There was this, right outside my room, there was this very big, there was this casino game I had never heard of before, nor seen before. It appeared to be a conglomeration of multiple existing casino games. DJ, or Deej, the Pink Bunny Man, Deej was the dealer, and there was several people playing around the table, including one particularly attractive woman I sat next to. We started up a conversation. We decided to go back to my hotel room, which conveniently was just a few feet away. I opened the door to my hotel room, and it was on fire. It was on fire. And you know what? I said, F it. I don't care that it's on fire. It's been so long. So we just let whatever happen. I woke up at some point, not quite happy, but I probably ended up burning up in the fire. I don't know, but it still didn't matter. It didn't matter that the hotel was on fire. You can't let a chance like that pass you up. You don't get that many chances at this age, at this part of my life. Dream or no dream. And I did figure that if it got terrible enough Deej might run in and save me. Although now that I know how flammable Deej is, that's probably why watching Deej burn his bunny suit is probably why the hotel was on fire. So, goddamn it, Deej, you burning your bunny suit, you ruined my dream. God knows how much longer it could have gone on. The dream before, the day before, was there was no casino, but it was a similarly good dream, but no Deej either. There was a woman, but I can't say their name because it's somebody known to me. Kronos, I read that. So yeah, so that's been good. And then of course, this Friday is my birthday. But before that is DS9 Wednesday, where we finally get to see Little Green Men, the most often requested DS9 episode so far, and one of the funniest episodes of any Trek ever produced, including better than all 10 episodes of Lower Decks. And the only thing that even comes close to it is Trials and Tribulations and The Trouble with Tribbles. And I would probably say this is a funnier episode than either of them. I don't think it's the best episode. Trials and Tribulations is still my best episode of all Trek. But Little Green Men is the funniest episode of all Trek, in my opinion. So I'm very happy we'll be watching that this Wednesday. And then Friday, I will also, as part of BedLife, there is a 10-minute message, and only 10 minutes, that I will attempt to send to my previous self, because I know that my previous self on November 13th, 1995, precisely 25 years ago, will have been watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine in my bedroom in Brooklyn, in Canarsie, New York, on my Sony television. And I will attempt to use a tachyon beam to route the video signal to my previous self, convince my previous self that 1, I am who I say I am, and 2, give my previous self knowledge of the future in which to hopefully better all of our lives, both mine, my family's, the world, and still perhaps, hopefully, not prevent Nephew O'Prey from being born. So, yeah. Kronos is naughty bastard. Wow. Sci-fi spies a Kronos. And BBB, Sis O'Prey, says Eurotrip. Yes, Sis O'Prey. Though you're on the phone with Mom O'Prey now, Eurotrip next Saturday. Or this Saturday. However you want to look at it. Life with Matthew says, Rocksolid Productions. Whoa. I knew what the Power Glove was. I love the Wizard. Yes, the Wizard. Everybody, that's where you saw the Power Glove. I mean, I saw it in Toys R Us too, but that was what made it famous. Sci-Fi Nation says, I know, right to Kronos. Kronos says there's too much sausage here. Okay, Kronos. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey is going to be, is it going to be the rated or non-rated Euro trip? That is a good question. Now that you bring that up, it is likely the non-rated Euro trip. So I'm guessing I either have to edit the video. I would probably edit the stills, edit the video of stills. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit the video of stills because I don't want to make it 18 and over, because that will greatly reduce the amount of people who see it. So I will have to edit the stills. But if you're watching in the screening room, you will get full boobage in the screening room. Rock Solid says, Life with Matthew. How did you not know what the Super Glove was? Glove Ball was. I have no idea what a Super Glove Ball is either, Rock Solid. DD Myers says, Qapla, Birdo Pray 5, greetings and hello. How's the whole family? We are doing decently, DD Myers. Mamo Pray continues to improve. I'm hanging in. Sisso Pray and Nephew Pray are hanging in. We didn't get to see them this week, but hopefully, this coming week we will see them. Cronus says, wow, you have greenies now, Birdo Pray. Yes, I do. If you want to become a member of the channel, you hit the join button and you get special perks. For whatever you choose. But then you become green. Yes. Rock Solid says, Life with Matthew, nerd card revoked. No revoking nerd cards on my stream. Only I can do that. Sci-Fi Nation says, Kronos, mods don't get special colors. Yeah. If that's the thing. We have a lot more members, but many of them are mods. So they get blue instead of green. Rock Solid says, make sure you're on live chat. I am Rock Solid. Thank you. Yeah. Andrew Cuomo donated $1. Governor Andrew Cuomo says, this isn't a good Monday. I put you on the list. Caroga is mine. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Governor. I was going to say Governor Caroga. Damn it, Governor Cuomo. You son of a bitch. Caroga will not yield. Matt S. says, what are we discussing today? Anything you want, Matt. Anything you want. I spoke about some dreams. Spoke about my birthday. I'll read through the chat. I'll talk about this. The Mandalorian. Guess who's never going to watch it? Me. Yeah, I had all intents. I know I announced several times in the last couple of weeks that the season 2 trailer made me interested in actually seeing The Mandalorian. Hell, I bought a Star Wars shirt. In fact, I was going to wear it today. Now, it's not a real Star Wars shirt in that I'm sure the money doesn't go back to Disney. It's kind of a bootleg Star Wars shirt they sell online. But it had Yoda on it. The real Yoda, not the baby. And I was going to wear it today. But I decided no, F the Mandalorian, because the actor who plays the Mandalorian, whose name I've already forgotten, decided that he hates half of the United States. He hates half the population of the United States. So F him, F the show, and F Disney. I don't need to watch the Mandalorian. I was kind of doing it out of pity. I was doing it out of pity for Disney and the actors on the show. But you know what? No thanks. Unless he apologizes. If he apologizes, I'll reconsider. But he has yet to apologize. All he did was delete the offending tweet. He didn't apologize. If he apologizes, and I have, some hope sense that he actually means it, then I will truly reconsider. But I don't need to watch a show like that for a completely, I don't know what's the word, almost sociopathic man like that who literally hates me with a passion for an idea, for a belief I have, for a political disagreement. He hates me. So no, F you. I don't hate him. I think he's an idiot. I think he's a loser. But I don't actually hate him. I just don't care. So goodbye. Goodbye to the Mandalorian. I'm done. Lest they apologize. But I at least put it this way, I will accept an apology. And he doesn't apologize he doesn't need to beg for mercy. I just need a something. Hey, you know what? I was so excited. I didn't think about what this meme really meant. And I'm sorry I posted it. It was overboard. He doesn't have to apologize for his political beliefs. I'd never ask someone to apologize for their political beliefs. Just an acknowledgement that was a nasty thing to post. And he probably shouldn't have done it. Rock Solid says, Kronos, because monocles are so 1898. Duh. When did we start talking about monocles? Oh, Kronos is Bird of Prey. If you have an eye for out, why wear glasses? Well, for looks. Because I've got the one eye. Yes, because General Chang has a missing eye. I see. Positive Candor posts the emoji. This is true, Kronos, but unlike General Chang, not good. I still have both my eyes. General Chang is, of course, just an avatar as my favorite general in Star Trek. Kronos, if I had a monocle, I'd wear it. Kronos says nostalgia rocks, and he says he forgot to switch to live chat. And he says, Bird of Prey, I hope you did as well. No, I switched. I'm actually viewing this through the YouTube studio, so it is set by default to live chat. Life with Matthew says, Bird of Prey, did you get Phasmophobia? I was thinking about playing it tonight. No, Phasmophobia? I've never heard of it, Life with Matthew. If it's a game, I do not have it. Cinnabon says, cool, thanks, Bird. You are welcome, Cinnabon. Least I could do. Really thank Captain Trek. He had the good idea. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, I call BS kinda. I was a governor before the perks. Yes, but now governor is an official title, Sci-Fi Nation. But I will shout out Sci-Fi Nation. Everybody, Sci-Fi, put in your link if you haven't yet. People should all subscribe to Sci-Fi Nation. Check out his channel. He's good people. I watch him when I can. And if you like me, you should listen to him because I might show up on his channel anytime he goes live. You never know. Kronos misses the mines. Don't worry, Kronos. Space Engineers is back. At some point, I'm sure I'll probably stream on the Bird of Prey 5X channel one day, me playing some Space Engineers. But it'll be on the X channel at this point. It's not going to be on the main channel. I highly doubt it will ever be on the main channel again. It's just too niche of a thing to be on the main channel. There we go. Oh wow, I'm way behind. Joseph says, subscribe to the Real Life Pilot Cinnabon. Thank you, Joseph. Kronos says, I was treated poorly, better than on the surface. Wow. Sci-Fi Nation says, Kronos, we could always send you back to the mines. Kronos is Yang. I'm fortunate that Bird will never see this. I saw it, Kronos. Captain Track says, hello to Chris Perzer. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey. Josh called Caroga hell. I corrected him to state Turtistan. Oh, okay. Turtistan is Caroga. No, Turtistan is hell. Okay. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey is late. I'm not late. I was here before you. Kronos says, the old days. Sci-Fi Nation says, Potts is fake news. Absolutely. Chris says, hey there, Captain Track. I hope you're doing well. Kronos says, son of a bitch. Not Ryan Johnson says, breaking news. Starting in 2024, all voting locations will now be at your local gambling establishment. The more you spend, the better your chances you will win. Spend like your life depends on it. See, I mean, shouldn't we do bidding process where that who bids the most gets to be president? I mean, that seems like it would be best for our budget. Kronos says you can use a vacuum for pleasure. No, don't attempt. Do not attempt, Kronos. Sci-Fi Nation's Bird of Prey, it's belated birthday. Ugh, oh, right, that's what it is, belated. Okay. You and those big fancy words like belated. Kronos says, holy crap, that hurts. That isn't right. Captain Trek says, Kronos, you are first next to Bird. And Kronos says, hey to Trek. And Chronos says, oh crap, I forgot. I turned off my fan, my only fan. Chronos says, bang bang. Rock Solid Production says, Bird of Prey 5 doesn't dream. He clearly trips balls. Wow. Bees Nest Films, Qapla Bees Nest Films says, 99% of my dreams involve a gun in it. Wow. You probably should talk to someone about that. Chronos says, I would like to be the person that got his balls tripped on. Wow, Chronos. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey. There was a movie like that in the 90s where the Legally Blonde Girl and Freddie Prinze Jr., where they lived in black and white, but find a color in world somehow. I don't remember that movie, but I believe you. Chronos doesn't soy. I don't soy, says Chronos. Good for you, Chronos. Positive Candor says, do you remember black and white TVs? Bird of Prey. I do. We had black and white TV up at the Adirondacks house for quite a while, upstate New York. And I don't know if we had any in the apartment or house when we grew up, but I certainly knew of their existence, probably from the ones that were upstate. Chronos says, where is Deej? That's a good question. I don't know where Deej is. Thomas says, Deej was cheating. He wasn't cheating. It was perfectly within my rights. Perfectly within my rights to give an answer last night. It was up to the people playing to use it or not. I gave it to everyone instantaneously at the same time. Life with Matthew says, please stop this story before you go to the room. Please stop this story before you get to the room. Roxlord says, no one wants to hear about your wet dreams. It wasn't. Chronos says, you talk so much, Bird of Prey. You talk too much. But you're listening. Chronos says, sounds toasty. Mike Richards says, my family couldn't afford a color TV until 1970. I was 13. Sigh. I am sorry to hear that, Mike Richards. Chronos says, age doesn't matter. You sure the hell, if age didn't matter, Jeffrey Epstein wouldn't have had to kill himself. Chronos. So age certainly matters. Age most certainly matters. Chronos says, or does it? Yes, it does. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, trying to reverse the hotel room regret in this dream confirmed. Very possible. Very possible. Rock Solid says, wait, Bird of Prey. With the girl you took to the hotel room, was the tip in? TMI, Rock Solid. TMI. Cronus says, oh crap, this was all a dream. Yes, it was. Joseph says, Mike Richards, first color TV in our household, 1987. Okay, Joseph has definitely got the record for the latest color TV so far. Sci-Fi Nation says, you were poor in the 80s when your dad said, get the remote, and it was attached by a wire. Yes, I've seen TVs like that. Chrono says, unsubbing. And you know what? That wire, it still made it a hell of a lot easier than having to get up and manually change the channel. Hell, I saw the universal remote kits that just attached to a knob made your knob TV into a remote control TV by wire because it just spun the knob. And it was compatible with like 90% of manual televisions. Carlo says, hail Caroga, hail Carlo. And he hopes everyone is as well as can be, as do I. Sci-Fi Nation says, hail Caroga. Chrono says, oh crap, a greenie. The intendant says, and then Nana Visitor appeared in a helicopter. That was a different dream. Mike Richards says, Deej would probably have stolen your girl if he was there. Well, he was there. He just wasn't in the room. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings to Carlo Albanese. Chrono says, I'm not that small. Mike Richards says, Joseph, wow, congratulations, ? Springtime says, Bird of Prey, hope you are doing better than me. I hope so too, I guess, Springtime. How are you doing, man? I know you had some issues. Chronos says, I do hope Mom will pray for Mom will pray chat. One day, Chronos, when she's up to it. Springtime, says Bird of Prey, have been vomiting and on the toilet all morning and afternoon. Oh, well, I do feel bad for you, Springtime. Feel better, please. Feel better. Joseph says, Mike Richards, actually, yes. Yearly income was about $25K and the TV set was $15. My divorced mother saved up for a very long time for that. Oof. Sci-Fi Nation Springtime, hang in there. We're all in this together. Captain Track says, Bird of Prey, wear a wig so you do not scare your younger self. I actually had been thinking about that, Captain Track. I will probably wear a hat. But I will warn past self of what's coming with the hair and suggest maybe he start Rogaine. Life with Matthew says, so if we all wake up wearing brown shirts, we know that his attempts at time travel work because time travel always results in brown shirted people. Is that how it works, Life with Matthew? Kronos says, I'm a good whizzer. I'm a good whizzer. Be right back. Good for you, Kronos. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Are you going to trip to Europe next week? No. A Euro trip is a movie, not a plan. The intendant says, yes, LGM is very funny. Little Green Men, yes. Sci-Fi Nation says, Life with Matthew, or it could mean the Rebels won in Firefly. Kronos says, so Freeze Frame is a song now. Never heard of it. Freeze Frame is a song now? Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey has to edit the stills, but what about the Crosby or Nash? Ha ha ha, Crosby, Still, and Nash. I get it. A music joke. I get it, Rock Solid. Pat yourself on the back for that one. Sci-Fi Nation says, that's been a song since the 80s, Kronos. Kronos is a slow learner. Springtime says, Bird of Prey, remember that Mama Prey gets 90% of the money from the time travel into you give your past self, make that 99% long live Mama Prey. I've compiled a list of stocks to buy and when the IPOs begin, and I will send myself a minor number of lottery numbers just to get some money to buy those initial stocks. Because I'll be honest, in 1995, I was broke AF. And the next few years in college, I was broker than broke. I had no real income. I was just, I had college loans, college debts. I had a 50% scholarship because of my smarts. But that was it. They would only give me 50%. If I was a sports person, if I was an athlete, I could have got 100%. But being a straight white male who was only smart, there's only half scholarships available. If things had been a little different, there were full scholarships available. But for straight white men, half scholarship at most. So I was, it wasn't terrible. I'll be honest. It was nice to get half my schooling paid for. The other half went directly to loans because there was no other money to pay. So money went to loans, which I ended up paying off over the first several years after I was out of school, thankfully. But I did pay it off. Now, had I not paid it off, maybe I'd be one of those people cheering now that the government was going to pay off my loans. But being I paid it off, no soup for me. Nobody's talking about paying back the kids who paid back their loans. That's just silly. That's just silly. So I was broke as F. So even if somebody told me to buy Amazon, it wouldn't do anything. I had no money. So I have to give myself some lottery numbers so I can get a few $1,000s to put into some stocks early on and just let them mature. And then I'll be good. Kronos' Bird of Prey is being green like linking. Being green just means that you've paid for a channel. You've hit the join button and you're paying to be a friend of Caroga, a Caroga citizen, or a Carogan governor. You're paying a monthly fee to join the channel. That's all the green means. And if you're green, you can use the emojis, the special emojis, and badges that come with the channel. Kronos is not comfy with that. Mike Richards' boobage makes life worthwhile. Absolutely, it does. Kronos says, that's the Borg o' Prey. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey. If you don't have a nerd card yourself, you can't revoke it. Son of a bitch. Kronos says, no scissoring. Oh, no. Sci-Fi Nation says, that almost sounded like kinky, Kronos. Roxout says, Bird of Prey. Mandalorian is amazing. Of course you won't watch it. Well, why would I watch something when the main actor insults me and hates me, like physically finds me physically revolting, calls me the worst possible thing you could call somebody? Why would I give that man, in any sense of the word, anything? Thomas is typical Bird, nothing but lies. Sisso Prey is now falling. Okay. Joseph says, when tourists arrived in Slovakia, the town looked like it was a zone of military operations, armed conflict. There was neither war nor conflict in Slovakia. It's a peaceful and not at all poor country. I don't know, Joseph. I've never... Okay, you click it and then you drag over to the green. I don't know, Joseph. I mean, Hollywood has always been pretty honest before. You're saying I shouldn't trust Hollywood for this? Kronos says, I didn't even hear Bird. I don't even hear Bird? You don't hear me? Kronos says, Slovakia is a thing. Yes, Slovakia is a thing. Lightwood Matthews says, Bird of Prey, so you're not going to watch any more Star Trek either. No, I'll still watch Star Trek. Nobody posted that meme. I'll be honest, I really don't watch Next Gen. I really don't watch Next Gen anymore. It's not that it's not that I purposely cut it out of my life, but I watch it a hell of a lot less than I ever did. Is it because of Marina Sirtis? Maybe. I know, I never thought about it. I watch DS9 a lot, and I watch Enterprise a lot, and TOS a lot. I do not really watch TNG much anymore. Roxodds is Bird of Prey because Seth MacFarlane, Doug Jones, J.J. Abrams, everyone else involved in Trek, and the Orville love conservatives. What's the actual F? Rock solid. It's Seth MacFarlane. I know, he's a liberal. He's a big-time liberal. But Seth MacFarlane is not tweeting out things that literally equates Trump supporters with being, World War II German guys. Okay? It was literally making the comparison, calling us racist Southerners who were fighting for slavery, Germans. At least that's an American. At least they're still American. Okay, at least they're still American. The one I took the most offense with was calling me the bad German guys from World War II. You know what? F him. Okay? F him. I don't need somebody to do that. And, Marina Sirtis, she said Star Trek's not for Republicans. Fuck her. Okay? I don't need to give anything to Marina Sirtis. But the thing is, Marina Sirtis was never the star of Star Trek. She was a secondary character. She was probably the least important character on Star Trek The Next Generation. I'd argue even Wesley had a more compelling arc than she did. Least important character, and she wants to go out now and say, Star Trek isn't for Republicans. It's like, whatever, you're a joke. Okay, I don't like it, and I'm certainly not buying her autograph or paying to bring her up on a Cameo. I don't give a shit what she has to say. She is, for all practical purposes, dead to me, but she's not the star. Now, I know Patrick Stewart, he doesn't like Republicans. He doesn't like Trump supporters. But he never said flat out that Trump supporters are World War II Germans. the Mandalorian guy did. So there's the difference. The other difference is that, as you know, and as I've said before, I really don't care that much about Star Wars. I was doing it more as an act of pity for Star Wars, whereas Star Trek I care about a lot more. So yeah, you're going to say I'm a hypocrite? Well, you know what? If Patrick Stewart retweets that and I watch Picard season 2, you can call me a hypocrite. He hasn't yet, and I don't think he will. Carlo says, love, hate, or loveless. Hate or loves less. He hates. He literally hates. Cronus says, vertebrae, wow, you need to care. Live with Matthew says, how about the journalist who called Trump a whiny kunta kinte? Wow, I did not hear about that, Live with Matthew. Cronus says, holy Schmidt, Bird is a slow reader. The Jester of Sin, Qapla, says he'll never apologize, given Cara Dune her own show already, so we don't have the PP show. And Kronos is to be or not to be. Yes. Prick us, do we not? Bleed. Wrong us, do we not? Seek revenge. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey, the boyfriend, in quotes, in STD Twitter account is full of anti-cop, anti-right-wing hatred. You should boycott Trek also. No, because again, the boyfriend is a joke in the show, is not a main character. And I've probably said stuff that they don't like. So, whatever. Wilson Cruz, another person who he said some awful things. Not the main. If I have to think hard, because if I don't think about her name, I call her Sequoia. If Sonequa Martin Green tweeted out what Mandalorian dude tweeted, I'd have to think a lot about watching future episodes of Discovery. I certainly wouldn't be paying for CBS All Access. I'll tell you that much. But she hasn't as of yet. Thomas is Live with Matthew, of course, play while I'm working on subbing. Live with Matthew says, when do you get off or on and off? Seems like a personal question. Kronos is Live with Matthew says, you want to watch? Wow. Thomas says he gets off at 5 a.m. Tuesdays. And this is a very weird conversation. Carlo Albanese says, if I get my cast off tomorrow, I'll hopefully be able to play Space Engineers. It's the place I became a Carogan, and we thank you for that, Carlo Albanese. We know you have a choice in your allegiances, and we are happy that you went Carogan. Chrono says, oh, hey, Garfield, he just noticed. Live with Maggie says, that's a bit on the late early side for me, Thomas. Chrono says, son of a bitch. Thomas Potts is Live with Matthew. I'm usually awake from 11 a.m. and leave for work at 7 p.m. Eastern. This week, I can't play, though. Chrono says, I don't have a Quatlu. I don't have a Quatlu. You have no Quatlus? Rock Solid wants Dear Bop. Yes, Rock Solid. Chrono says, Bird of Prey, thank you for reminding me about my fan. You're welcome. Dan23, hello, Dan. Chrono says, dry dreams are good as well. Just need lube. Wow. And I see there more people screaming for Dear Bop. Chrono says, son of a bitch. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings to Dan. Everybody saying hello to Dan. Dan says, Bird of Prey, I watched the new Family Guy episode. Stewie and Chris raise an injured squirrel and Brian kills it. Episode didn't really end on a funny note. Yeah, I saw that episode, Dan. I saw that episode. I was like, what the F? What the F was that? Kronos says, lol, the knob counts. That's not how it goes, Kronos. Roxod says, Bird of Prey, being the youngest, I was my family's remote control. We didn't even have a VCR until 1991. Sorry to hear that, Rock Solid. The intendant is smiling. Chrono says, I won't suffer the consequences for about an hour and a half. Yosef says, rock solid. Same here with the VCR. The TV already had a remote control. Chrono says, damn slow readers. And he says, hair isn't that important. Tell that to the ladies, Chronos. Sci-Fi Nation says the attendant is from the Mirror Universe, perhaps? Question mark. Sci-Fi, I just like to pretend they are. Why ask and spoil all hope? Chronos needs to pee again. Says, son of a bitch. Uncle Remus, Qapla, Uncle Remus is Freeze Frame by J Gels Band. I don't know what we're talking about. Mako, hello, Mako. Says, hello, Yosef. Only 2 days till the new STD episode. Excited? Question mark. I'm a little excited. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm a little excited because, as I said in my last review, I actually have a little hope that this upcoming episode has the potential to actually be a decent episode. So I'm actually excited to see if my hopes were dashed or if I actually called it right. So we'll see. We'll see. What would make it a good episode to me is if my prediction is true and the Federation is either at Bajor or through the Bajoran wormhole and in the Gamma Quadrant. That is what I believe. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, I just noticed in Voyager episode Relativity, Janeway says she's been buried in Voyager schematics for the past 3 months and could walk the corridors blindfolded, but in the episode, deleted. I get you. The intendant says, yes. Sci-Fi Nature's Bird of Prey only knows Soviet music and Frank Sinatra. Rock Solid is again saying, Dear Bop. Dan says, but in the episode, Good Shepherd, she has to ask directions where to go and she gets turned around a bit. Yeah. Consistency. Things just aren't that consistent on television. The most bizarre thing to me was in Star Trek 5. I guess you could say, well, it was still a new ship. But in Star Trek 5, Scotty, the chief engineer, who said, he knew the ship like the back of his hand, and then he hits his head into a steel beam or whatever metal beam that was, knocking himself out. Anybody but Scotty could have made that mistake. I felt like that was not something Scotty would have made. But if you take the Doomcock rule, that this whole the entire movie, from the time they go to sleep in Yosemite till the time they wake up or they go to sleep again and wake up in Yosemite at the end of the movie, that everything that happens between those two scenes is all a dream in Kirk's head, then it could make sense. Rock Solid says 50% scholarship for Bird of Prey smirts. Yes, I was very smirt. I got a 50% scholarship. Kronos' Bird was that dude that Sean Connery killed. No. Hungry says, or if you were a minority, you could have gotten a free. Well, I didn't want to phrase it that way, Uncle Remus, but yeah, could have. Chrono says, wow. Life with Matthew says, later all. See you this evening, maybe. Very cool, Life with Matthew. Qapla. Sci-Fi Nation says, Life with Matthew doing a game stream. Question mark. Yosef says, Mako rolling on the floor laughing. Of course, you know me. I am a snowflake. Chrono says, gosh damn it. Later, Life with Matthew. Happy Dinosaur 8000 says, happy day to all. Qapla, happy Dinosaur 8000. Mike Richards says, goodbye to Matthew. Chrono says, I'm not a total unt. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, there's another thing I found out about Voyager. That if you took the schematics of the ship, that you can see in some episodes, it shows Voyager having two warp cores. Wow. That's interesting. I've never looked at the schematics of Voyager that closely. Sci-Fi Nation says, happy Dinosaur, happy day to you. Maybe each nacelle has its own warp core, although we've only seen one. I mean, clearly they only eject one warp core when they do. Kronos' joining sounds like a shapeshifter. No, it's just a button to press. Robert Rose Jr. says, hello today, Bird of Prey, Mom of Prey, Sassy. Hope you're doing better. Thank you, Robert Rose. I think we can safely say we all are. Sci-Fi Nation puts up the Caroga flag. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation, a member of the channel. Happy Dinosaurs says, happy day to you, Kronos. Kronos is son of a bitch. Mike Richards says, greetings to Happy Dinosaur. Kronos says, happy chomp chomp to you, Dino. Sci-Fi Nation uses all the emojis. The Bird of Prey symbol, the anti-trekker, no anti-trekker symbol, the Caroga flag, Sassy, Nephew O Prey, and the head in a jar. Happy Dinosaur 8000 says, I hate how many streaming services there are. Death by 1,000 subscriptions. Yeah, there are too many. Way too many. Roxout says, Bird of Prey, Brie Larson hates you far more than Pedro Pascal, yet you still watch Captain Marvel. I didn't pay to watch Captain Marvel, Rock Solid. We'll put it that way. It was on a service that I happened to have. I didn't go to see it in the theater. I didn't buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, and I didn't buy it on PayPal. I didn't buy it on pay-per-view. It just happened to hit a service I happened to have at the time. Keely Chow says, hey to everybody. Dan23 says, I don't watch Mandalorian because I don't have Disney Plus. Kronos says, hey, Chow. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings to Keely Chow. Yes, greetings, Keely Chow. Qapla. Happy Dinosaur says, happy day to Mike Richards. And Keely Chow says, hey to Kronos. Kronos says, please don't be a lawyer next to Happy. Joseph says, I even forgot I wrote Bird is so far behind. Dan23 says, I have satellite TV and a lot of TV shows are streaming on or on really late. Keely Chow says, thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. Kronos says, Bird of Prey. Can I be a male unt around here? If you want to. Mako says, Slovakia is a real country. It's east of Turkestan. Uncle Remus says, the Mandalorian loves you, Bird. Well, he can love me if he wants. He has to show it. Sci-Fi says, you can be whatever you want, Kronos. And Kronos says, I'm all of the above. Yay. Happy Dinosaur says, I lean conservative and I don't like talking politics because I fear deplatforming. Keely Chow says, Seth MacFarlane is one of the few liberals who is against political correctness. Absolutely. And that makes all the difference. That makes all the difference. I'm not against liberals. I'm friends with some liberals. There doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean I don't, it's not being liberal. It's being crazy. That's the problem. Uncle Remus says, I know what I would like to give Marina Sirtis. Kronos says, she killed the Enterprise D. Sci-Fi says, happy Dinosaur. I mean progressive. I know what you mean about deplatforming. Tiki of Doom says, TNG was never that good. Yitza says, she killed my Enterprise D the past decade. Kronos lols. Kronos says, Yitza, so you agree. Joseph says, Tiki of Doom, TNG is not for you. You are a Republican. Kronos says, oh, poop, my bladder. Tiki says, Joseph, I'm not a Republican. Yitza says, I don't disagree. Sci-Fi says, Deanna Troy killed the D. Tiki of Doom says, Joseph, I was a Democrat my whole life. Kronos says, Yitzy. So, yes. Okay, and so was Mamo Prey was also almost was a Democrat most of her life. Not anymore. I do need to take a Gelogia break. I will be back in 2 minutes or so. We will continue, and then we will get to Dear Bop. So let me play some commercials. Apologies. Give me a minute, and we'll be right back.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only one shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
Go on. Why resist it?
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste. Cool and refreshing, deliciously tempting.
It tastes like jello to me.
How can it be? Give in to the taste.
It's made with NutraSweet.
And it's only 8 calories.
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste.
You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace. Face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's the place. Face to face.
Clearasil gives you great-looking skin, even close up. Inside, it kills bacteria to dry the pimple.
Clearasil's ace. Face to face.
Outside, it soaks up all the excess oil.
Feeling first rate, cause skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace.
Clearasil, for skin that looks great, even close up.
Face to face.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
I'm Maud Adams. For natural flavor, I like Cot. A lot. Because Cot beverages are made with real honest-to-goodness fruit, like sweet, juicy oranges, tart lemons and limes, luscious strawberries and raspberries, and succulent grapes. 30 delicious flavors, including diet flavors, non-carbonated flavors, and the best root beer you've ever tasted. All natural, all great. Enjoy the good taste of Cot.
Natural tastes better, so it's got to be good.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try Sheer Energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4.
I'll be right back.
Lively spring shirt.
Soon
for
as the
just
commercial's
$5.99.
over.
Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
Son of a bitch. Bad timing. Anyway, we're back, people. Sorry about that delay. I didn't know if I was passing a stone or not. It appears not, which is, I guess, good news. So, yeah, there is too many comments to read them all. So I will have to fall back to reading just the comments that have at BertoPray5. And then we'll get to the Dear Bops, of course. So let's see. Thomas's bird hates Baby Yoda. Looks like there are not a lot of Dear Bops. Not a lot of people put in at BertoPray5. So Robert Rose says, it's the Democratic Party that is right. Okay. That's, I understand. Cronus says, this is not weird to me, BertoPray. Good. Rock Solid is saying, Dear Bop, Dear Bop. Grabs wallet, says Kronos. WB Lawyer Killer, says Kronos. I don't know what that is. Joseph says Kronos. I would not go that far. Kronos is Joseph, so that makes her hear better. I don't know about that. Kronos says, oh crap, I need a vacuum. I hope you don't, Kronos. I hope you don't. Kronos says, just let it go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sci-Fi Nation says, Killy Chow, no, but I had a vid of DJT saying he'd run like he did for reasons I can't say here, without inciting an argument that we all don't need right now. If that is a video where you think he said he'd run like a Republican because they're stupid, that is debunked fake video. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, PlayStation 5 launches this week. Wow. I guess I'm old. I guess 42. I'm not even 42 yet. So I guess 41 is officially old. Because I don't know how to say it, but I really could not care less. PlayStation 5. Even when PlayStation 4 launched, I was like, meh. I'll get it one day. Honestly, I highly doubt I'll ever get a PlayStation 5. I just don't see the reason at this point. They're basically computers. I might as well just do the computer. Kronos is damn non-cheaters. Let's see, where do we have any at? Bird of Prey 5. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, did you read Immanuel Kant? He has some good quotes and a great name. No, I've never heard of Immanuel Kant. Joseph. Kronos is my bladder again. Be right back. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, I missed these three earlier. Yes, the Bird of Prey 5 symbol, the tribble emoji, and the general Chang emoji. That is true. You did miss some, Sci-Fi. I knew you were missing some, and I credited you with using them all. I apologize. You have now. Kronos says, I'm so old that I forgot about being on Bird of Prey show. And now Sci-Fi Nation is using the no anti-tracker symbol repeatedly. So that's all good. Dan23 says the Orville Season 3 is returning to production. It's actually, I heard that it's already returned to production. Let's see. What is my phone beeping about? My phone is telling me that there's been 10 million cases of COVID nationwide. Great. That there's been 10 million cases, not deaths, 10 million cases of COVID nationwide. I guess that's what it was beeping about. Let's see. Yeah, no, what I heard was the Orville has already returned to production. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey is trying to tell us something by showing more female-centric adverts. No, I preferred those commercials. Kronos says, what's a Bird of Prey 5? I'm a Bird of Prey 5, Kronos. I'm a Bird of Prey 5. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird of Prey hates comments confirmed. Purple Valkyrie, Qapla, Purple Valkyrie. Hi, Purple Valkyrie. How is it that you're not a moderator? Let's fix that. Purple Valkyrie says, good evening in Qapla, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Purple Valkyrie. Good evening to Chris Perzer, Wrench Lord. Purple Valkyrie, there were few people more qualified to be a wrench on any channel than Purple Valkyrie. Wesley, okay, we got a few Bird of Preys. Kronos says, I have to clean up Bird of Prey. Son of a bitch, I'm working on it. Roxodds says, Bird of Prey, I'm older than you, and I'm excited for PS5. Well, you're a game channel, okay? Your whole life revolves around gaming, so I get that. I'm also not excited about, My Little Pony. But if I was a My Little Pony brony channel, then I'd be excited when a new My Little Pony came out. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings. Birds, turds, and sassy nephew of prey and tribbles. Greetings, Wesley. Good to see you. Joseph says, I did not care about consoles at all, even when I was 20. Well, 20 is a little old, and I think you were probably too young to have consoles when they were popular because of the old Soviet Union thing. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. Greetings, Wesley. You see, now I see your chats. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, the Orville Season 3 is returning to production in December. I know I read that. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, it's Tuesday already. Where's your open lines? That will be tomorrow. That will be about 22 hours from now. Purple Valkyrie says, thank you, love. Thank you, Purple Valkyrie. And there we go. We made it to the chats. I apologize for having to skip a number of chats today. You guys are very talkative. Very talkative. Box Odds says, Bird of Prey, 10 million COVID cases in a population of 360 million. What? 3.6% population totally with shuttering our economy. Yes. Yeah. Sci-Fi says, no pets allowed. What do you mean no pets allowed? Kronos says, Bird of Prey, you have 37 watching. Awesome. Qapla, everybody. Well, today, at this point in the show, I've already ranted a bit. So let's go ahead and go to Dear Bops, because I know Rock Solid is literally wetting his pants. Can't wait for the Dear Bops. So Dear Bop, for those who don't know, is the section of the show where I give free advice, and I am a certified expert advice giver by the Caroga Department of Certifications. And I help you with your problems, whatever they may be. So let's bring up the Dear Bop window. There it is. There it is. And, if you don't know if you have a question for me to answer, you can go to birdoprey5.com/dearbop, or just go to birdoprey5.com and find the link to Dear Bop, and you can put in a question. It is totally anonymous, and if I don't get to it today, I will get to it on the next BedLife, which will be Friday. So Mondays and Fridays, I answer Dear Bop questions. Now, if you don't want to use the totally anonymous form on my website for whatever reason, and you want to be like Gary, aka Rock Solid, you can just email Dear Bop, no, one word, Dear Bop, at birdoprey5.com, and that will also show up here. But preferably you use the website, so it's anonymous. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, Kronos wanted to bring his pony to the show. We have you, and Sassy is tired. No time for dog and pony shows. I need to get that drum sound effect. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, you help so many people in Dear Bop. I know. No, soft putty is not allowed, Sci-Fi. I have banned soft putty. Mako says, Bird of Prey is a dictator with a heart of gold. Thank you, Mako. See, I've always liked you, Mako. Daniel's Hot Topics, his new rumor is that Hugh Jackman will play Craven the Hunter in the MCU. And I don't know who Craven the Hunter is. Craven the Hunter. I don't know who that character is, Daniel, but if you're happy, I'm happy. Not Ryan Johnson's Bird of Prey always confuses certified with certifiable. No, not confused. Not confused. Wesley, you do not need to write more Dear Bops. Mike Richards says, Bird of Prey, I had a letter for last Friday. Did you read those already? Well, if it's not here, then I read it already. If it is either read on this past Friday or it's going to get read today. Because literally, these are the only Dear Bops that were here when I started the show. If I refresh, okay, we've got more now. But the last one I read was received on November 5th. So if you sent it before that, I read it on the last show. If I read it tonight, then I'll get it tonight. So that's where we are. So let us start. Dear Bop. Is that in the screen? Yes, it is. My wife is angry with me as she was putting her on makeup. I told her she has drawn the eyebrow a little too high. She looked surprised. And also on Dear Bops, we sometimes get dad jokes. Wah, 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 wah. See, I did that from memory. Signed by Nation says, I feel honored that Bird of Prey thought I was funny enough to snare drum from the comedy club. You are welcome. You're welcome. As dad jokes go, I gotta give that a C minus. A C minus. Dear Bop. Can you guys see that on the screen? I hope not. No, good. Dear Bop, I'm a little bit concerned. Halloween is over, but my neighbor is still hanging from the tree outside his house. Should I call the police? Nah. At this point, why even get involved? If you call the police, you probably become a suspect. Nature will take care of itself. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If nobody noticed, you probably just let him hang there. He'll be okay. You might want to get a lawyer, just in case. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. Just somebody that has a history of defending murderers, just in case, because you probably are the prime suspect. You obviously had the means. I don't know if you had motive, and now you haven't called the police. So, yeah, you should lawyer up. Dear Bop, remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Fucking rhyming. But what of the man? I know his name was Guy Fawkes, and I know in 1605 he attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament. But who was he really? What was he like? We are told to remember the idea and not the man, because a man can fall. He can be caught, he can be killed and forgotten. But 400 years later, an idea can still change the world. I've witnessed firsthand the power of ideas. I've seen people kill in the name of them and die defending them. But you cannot kiss an idea. You cannot touch it or hold it. Ideas do not bleed. They do not feel pain. They do not love. And it is not an idea that I miss. It is a man that made me remember the 5th of November, a man I will never forget. That seemingly profound statement, I imagine, is from a movie or a book or something. I literally have no idea. I don't think I've ever heard it before. I'm half tempted to Google it. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? I'm not going to Google it. Yes, I am. Yes. Guy Fawkes Night. Is that something, Mama Pray? Gunpowder plot in popular culture. What gunpowder treason should ever be forgot? Wiki quote. I guess that's something, English people or no. Oh, Roman Catholics, huh? I suspect that. I think they were set up. I have no idea. I'll be honest. We don't learn about that. I have no doubt that it happened, but it's not something I'm familiar with. Dear Bop, losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and F the prom queen. Losers always whine about their best? I'm trying to figure out what that... Losers whine about their best. Like they did their best and they still lost. so they whine about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I agree with this. To be completely blunt, I don't know that I agree with this. Purple Valkyrie says it's a celebration, bird of prey. We generally just say things. We generally just set things on fire. Oh, so it's like your 4th of July. We just set things on fire. Understood, Purple. Thank you for the explanation. Dear Bop, you want to get Capone. Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. And that's how you get Capone. Now, do you want to do that? Are you ready to do that? I'm asking you. I'm making you a deal. Do you want to do this deal? Okay, now that I've heard before. Watch The Rock, says Kronos. Is that from The Rock? We almost watched The Rock last week when Sean Connery died, but then I went with The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Carlo Albanese says, I know nothing of this plot, Bird of Prey. I can't prove anything. Anyway, it happened a long time before I was born. Maybe ask Anti-Tracker. P.S. The fireworks and bonfires are cool. You know what? I think we will ask Anti-Tracker on the next Church Life on Sunday, what he had to do, if anything, with the plot. He may have been Catholic back then. I don't know. He was just a bystander. Gary Katzer has sent an email to Dear Bop, our very own Rock Solid. So let's read this. He says, so in 3 out of the last 4 presidential elections, the U.S. has elected an African-American man as president twice, a mixed-race female as vice president once. I don't want to hear BS about how this country is systemically racist and misogynist ever again. If we were that case, neither of those things would have happened. They wouldn't have. They just wouldn't. If there's things are systemic, that means the system wouldn't allow it to happen. In 12 years, it's happened 75% of the time. Well, somebody's counting their eggs before they're hatched. It is possible to disagree with someone based upon their beliefs and have absolutely nothing to do with their race, religion, creed, sexual orientation, etc. Well, that's just ignorant, Rock Solid. Of course, I only disagree with minorities, and that's just something they teach you in school, in white school. No, okay. He says sometimes people have different beliefs, and that's the beginning, middle, and end of it. People with different views are not your enemy. They don't need to be vilified and destroyed. There are those that thrive on chaos and anarchy on all sides of the aisle. You can either feed and enable that or rise above it. I am concerned for the direction our country will now be heading. I hope I'm being overly pessimistic, but when Biden and Harris both have said they're going to eliminate fracking and repeal the Trump tax cuts, this has me concerned. I am out of the 1%, far from it, but I got the tax cut, and when Trump passed it, which the state of Illinois promptly took, thanks to Springfield, lower gas prices have benefited me and my family. Now I look and have less money to put the food on the table and pay my bills with higher taxes, higher energy costs. I hope I'm being overly concerned, but I take the candidates at their own words. And I swear I don't want to hear huge ever again. Prick. Well, Rock Solid. Yeah, gas prices will probably go up. The tax breaks will probably be repealed. And yeah, you probably should start budgeting to pay extra for what you get now. That would just be prudent. To quote George Herbert Walker Bush, it wouldn't be prudent to not do those things. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. Church life, aka when anti-tracker thinks he knows everything, is really going on in the world. Oh, when anti-tracker thinks he knows everything that's going on in the world, yes. Dan 23 says, yes, I was watching the Nerdrotic live stream recently, and someone in the comments mentioned Birdo Prey and Mamo Prey. Thank you, Dan. Yes, Nerdrotic, he does. Me and Gary have talked more than once. He has streams for his members. We've talked there. We've talked a little bit on Twitter, and he's a great guy. I would consider him a friend, and he has genuine concern for both me and Mamo Prey. And many of the people on his channel have shared that concern, and so I do give him updates on how Mamo Prey is doing as well. So I'm not totally surprised. Unfortunately, he and I tend to stream about the same time, so I often miss his streams and have to watch them later. But Gary's good people, as are most of the people on his channel, most of the people who watch him, so I'm not surprised. And I hope if you're ever there and you have info on me and Mamo Prey, please feel free to share it with those people. The Intendant is Bird of Prey. Read that quote. A man called Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the House of Parliament in 1605 on November 5th. We have bonfires and fireworks. V for Vendetta, like a Guy Fawkes figure. I don't know why you guys would have fireworks or make fires when someone tried to burn down your parliament. Chronos says, holy poop, you're 42, Bird of Prey. You're at 42 watchers. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be 42. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Probably Nerdrotic probably shouted us out or something. Or someone else. So, Qapla, thank you, anyone who did. If you're here, welcome. It's a good night. It's a good night. Freeman Mike says, I don't think there will be a nationwide lockdown. Lol, crazy talk. I hope not. I know, I hope not. Pixels is here. Welcome, Pixels. Let's see, is there any other Bird of Prey? Okay. Okay, we're going to go on to the next Dear Bop. Guys, if you want me to read your comments, just put at BirdoPrey5 in the comment, and I will know to read it. Okay. Dear Bop, good news, everyone. Our latest clone of my assistant, Herman Schmeckelback, was successful. But there is one slight problem. He is now Indian and says his name is Apu. I am sure that his wife will notice. I await your recommendation. Hail Caroga, signed Professor Farnsworth, Carogan Research Labs. Well, if he's Indian and says his name is Apu, then we have a couple of convenience stores that need clerks. So it just seems to me like he would be the best fit. I know. Maybe I'm racist, but if I see somebody named Apu, I think Quickie Mart. So let's put him to work in one of our convenience stores, the quicker E-Marts, because things are quicker in Caroga, and keep working on another Herman Schmeckelback clone, Professor. Thank you. Thomas Potts just says Birdo Prey 5. Purple Valkyrie says it's supposedly that we celebrate Guy Fawkes failing to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Understood. Cronus is Bird of Prey. Core's last words were "Long live the Empire." That is probably true. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Next episode of Star Trek Discovery, we will get Oded Fair, if I'm saying his name right, as a Starfleet admiral. Oded Fair, pronounced Oded Fair, was a big actor who played in movies like The Mummy and Deuce Bigelow. Gotcha, Daniel. Well, I'm looking forward. Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird Prey. Qapla, hail Caroga, Qapla, Jedi Bill. I am looking forward because, like I said, I saw just a glimpse that perhaps, for the first time, this upcoming episode of Star Trek Discovery may, in some small way, be an acceptable episode of Star Trek. I don't know. I saw a glimpse and my brain filled in the rest. And if it happens like I think it might, this might be a earth-shattering episode of Star Trek Discovery. And if it isn't, it isn't. But I'm actually, there's some actual excitement building within me to find out. So we'll see. We'll see. Dear Bop, I'm being asked what I would like for Christmas, and this has always made me very stressful time. Every dawn year, but I think I know what I want this year. I wanted to run it by you and see if you agree. Since I'm a bit on the hairy side, I was thinking that a Manscaped the Lawnmower 3.0 would be a great way to knock down the bush. Do you think this might be a good idea? I think that a fuzz-free bottom and back would be for a nice change. Rock Solid Productions. Rock Solid, that's probably a decision you should make with your wife, or loved one, or, I'm being presumptuous. I think you've said you were married, but, whoever the person that's touching your body the most besides you is, you and them should talk it out and see what they prefer. Some people like that smooth, android's bottom feeling. And some people, they want something to grab onto. So see what your significant other, be it he or she or them or they, what they prefer, and go with that. Don't be selfish on this one. Don't be selfish. Thomas of Bird Prey, so you have hope, like Anti-Trigger said. Slightest bit, but yes. I didn't hear Anti-Trigger say he had hope. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey, Oded Fair. Oded Fair. Okay, that's how you pronounce the name. Oded Fair. Thank you, Daniel. Dan23 is Bird of Prey, Guy Fawkes Day. Also Bonfire Night, November 5th. Celebrates the failure of the gunpowder plot of 1605 to blow up Parliament. Kronos says, please shatter the earth. Please shatter the earth, Bird of Prey. Thomas is Bird of Prey, that's not excitement. That's building up its gas. It might be. It might be. Mama Prey, don't light a match around me. Don't light a match around me. I could be building up with gas. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, whoever is sending that poop in, F and you. I'm sorry, Rock Solid, but it said RXP. I didn't know it wasn't you. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Anti-Trigger said he had hope after season 2. After episode 2. Well, I have hope after episode 4. So we'll see. I did not have hope after episode 2. I was pretty sure episode 3 was going to suck. I didn't say it out loud, but that's what I thought. Yes, Mama Prey.
Not being facetious, but do they know you also have hope that you're going to walk again soon?
This is true. I also have hope that I will walk again soon. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but I have hope. So, yeah. Hope doesn't cost a cent. That's usually. Sometimes it actually does cost money, but Thomas is Bird of Prey. Rock Solid uses his email. I don't know that he always uses his email. And Kronos says, hey to Mama Prey. She says, hello to you, Kronos. And Purple Valkyrie loves Mama Prey. And Chris Burgess says, Doe, kindly ignore my statement to Purple Valkyrie. Dear Bop, if he thinks Turtistan is hell, then wherever Rock Solid lives... No! God damn it! Soft putty. Bad soft putty. Bad soft putty. No soft putty. Let's see. Is this soft putty? No. Okay. Dear Bop, Dirk Diggler from Bad Robot here. I doubt it. We are so happy with the amazing positive reviews you have given the first 4 STD episodes so far. I didn't give them good reviews. This season, we will keep the rewards coming in as long as you continue to help us out. You can expect more gift cards for Applebee's and Ooters. Try the chicken wings. So here's the scoop for the next episode so you know what to expect. In Die Trying Episode 5, there's an exciting synopsis. After reuniting with the remains of Starfleet, the Federation, the USS Discovery, its crew, must prove that a 930-year-old crew and starship are exactly what the future needs, ? Unlike previous episodes, Burnham is the star in the episode as she skillfully negotiates the future of the lost ship and crew. Expect amazing special effects as we spent a ton on this episode, at least $1,000. At any rate, please say your usual good things about the episode, and we will ask your charity at the NYC Ooters to take the extra special good care of you if you know what we mean. Best regards, Dirk. Yeah, this is libelous and false information. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Wow, 1605. I feel so sorry for the people born in times like those. They had nothing and it was boring. Bird, if you were temporarily displaced and woke up in 1605 with no way of returning. Yeah, that would be a tough one, Daniels. Terrible hygiene. People literally stink. Probably die of an infection. It would be a terrible, terrible, awful time. I highly doubt I have the knowledge. I highly doubt I'd have the scientific knowledge to bring civilization up to speed. And in those days, if you were too smart, you could just be burned as a witch. I guess my best hope would be to find a king and try to make them happy. But a king that didn't have a habit of killing people who disappointed them. So, I'll tell you, I know a lot of people say they would love to go to the past. I wouldn't mind going to the past to like 1950s, maybe. But not much before that. Not much before that. I like air conditioning and refrigeration and deodorant. Okay? Those are the things I want. I don't think I want to go much before that. But that's just me. Dear Bop, I'm trying out some new jokes for my next live stream and wanted your input. What do you think of these? 1. How does a Romulan frog stay camouflaged? He uses a croaking device. 2. What did Mr. Spock find in Captain Kirk's toilet? The captain's log. AT. AT. Number 1 gave me the very slightest hints of a chuckle. I would give it a 3 out of 10. Number 2, was total number 2. 1 out of 10. Everybody's heard that. Everyone's heard that one. Number 1, if you just do number 1. In fact, you know what? Probably don't do jokes at all. I don't think jokes are your thing. Your thing seems to be repeating an audio clip on very slow speed over and over and over again until everybody just gets so angry they send you super chats to make you stop. That seems to be your thing. If you're going to go with 1, though, then the croaking device is infinitely better than the captain's log. It's tough preparing for 2 shows. Dear Bop, since you liked those last 2 jokes, I didn't like those last 2 jokes. I have some ones for you. Number 1, where do the Borg go to eat fast food? Burger King. Okay, that actually got a chuckle from Mama Frey. Number 2, what are the glasses called on planet Vulcan? Spectacles. No. And number 3, how did you stop yourself from falling out of a bird of prey? You have to cling on. Thanks, Bird Anti-Trigger. Once again, only number 1 raised any type of... You actually got a chuckle from Mount Price. I'll give number 1, Burger King, 4 out of 10. The glasses on Planet Vulcan, spectacles, pretty bad, 2 out of 10. And the Klingon, it's a 1.6 out of 10. So yeah, sorry, AT. You better keep your day job. And by your day job, I mean your current YouTube. Keep making those Hulk videos. Dear Bop, Joe Biden here. Oh, wow, Joe Biden's back. I thought we had seen the last of him. Dear Bop, Joe Biden here. I'm really worried. Kamala, you know her name. She says I can't be president. Something about me forgetting the things. Here's the deal. I still want to be because the old Soviet Union senator, the White House, and move it. What do you think I should do? Her and Nancy are trying to take over. Do you think Trump will help me? Thanks, Bob. I'm Joe Biden. Wow. Joe. No. Trump's probably not going to help you, Joe. It's probably too late. I suggest you go on television and you publicly renounce. You say that you lost all faith in Kamala. You publicly ask for her resignation. And you appoint a new vice president, and you appoint Trump to be vice president. This way, they will never remove you from power. Okay, Joe? It's the only way you can hold on to the presidency for the full term, because if anyone but Trump is vice president, they will remove you as president. They will say you are not qualified for the job. So you have to get Kamala out. You have to appoint Trump as vice president. And then and only then will you be able to serve your full term. And you should probably listen to most of the things Trump says. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. On Thursday, November 26, 2020, Star Trek Discovery Season 3 will have an episode called Unification 3, and Michael Burnham will research Spock and what he has been up to in the timeline. I want to talk about this on the next Open Lines tomorrow. Very cool, Daniel. Yes, at some point tomorrow, I plan to do Open Lines. Tuesday, which would probably be between 4 and 5 p.m. Well, let's put it this way. It'll be sometime between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern. We will go live, and we have spots for up to 10 people. So me plus 9 other people to join the panel, and we can talk about Star Trek or whatever else is on people's minds. Wesley Crusher says Biden-Trump 2020 doesn't sound bad. No, it's honestly, I'm being completely honest. Okay, this is not a joke. This is not me, you know. I mean, yeah, okay, it's funny when you think about it, but I'm being completely and totally honest. The 100% only way for Joe Biden not to be removed from office by Nancy Pelosi is that he somehow can appoint Trump as his vice president. Then they will not remove Joe Biden from office. Kronos is Bird of Prey. Aren't you in the same jar as JFK? Do you mean like Futurama head jar? No, I'm not. Wesley's Bird of Prey, but can Pence still hang out at the White House? Yeah, I mean, he can always hang out as a friend, I guess. I mean, I don't really think he wants to, but he could. Dear Bop, is this a formal? This is a formal request for you to produce your certificate you claim to have as a certified life counselor. I'll mail it to you. Give me your Caroga mailing address, and I will have it mailed certified to you from the Certified Department of Certifications. Express mail. Dear Bop, I have been peeling skin off my male part. Is that normal? No. But it happens. Probably want to put some lotion or moisturizing cream on. And you probably want to stop peeling, like right away. Jeez. Okay, we got some more Dear Bops here. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey. The audience knows what happened to Spock. He went to the Kelvin timeline, but in the Prime timeline, people don't know what happened to him. Dan, I suspect Spock is still alive, and Spock will somehow make contact with Michael Burnham. Because remember, Spock could have transferred his Qapla before going back in time. And his immortal Qapla could live on forever, and his Qapla could inhabit a new body in the future, or perhaps be placed into an android body, and he could wait for Michael Burnham because he knew what year Michael Burnham was going to. So he would know when and where Michael Burnham was going. He actually thought she was going to Terrelysium. So he was presumably waiting for her on Terrelysium. And then when she didn't show up, but he got the transmission that she was looking for her mother, and he probably got wind of that transmission, he probably started looking for Michael Burnham. And so I suspect at some point this season, a future version of Spock, be it android or Qapla, or somehow Spock made it back to his timeline, will in fact meet up with Michael Burnham. Even if it's just briefly. Even if it's just briefly. Dear Bop, Wesley here. I'm one writing the Joe Biden letters. I have to live. I'm a horrible horse lover, an evil Carogan. Everyone should tell me to shut up. I'm going home now. Wow, Wes. Shut up, Wesley? I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like it's from Wesley. But who am I to argue with the anonymous internet post? Dear Bop, oh my God, it's been confirmed today, November 9th, that on November 22nd, 2020, Jedi Bill 797, aka Twinkle Toes, will wear a pink bunny suit while he stars in Twilight on Ice. Are you excited? Jedi Bill #1's fan. Yes, I'm excited. I will personally be there to videotape, and I actually mean videotape. I will have a 1982 Sony TV VCR cassette recorder. So I will personally be there to videotape Jedi Bill in Twilight on Ice. I think it's going to be the next big hit. Probably the blockbuster of the holiday season. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I did not write that. Well, Wes, it said you did. And Kronos says, I'm too sexy, Bird of Prey. Sure you are, Kronos. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird of Prey, oh my God, Bird, do you think that maybe they will do what they did in Rogue One and bring back Leonard Nimoy Spock digitally? I hope so. It's possible. It's possible. Daniel, I honestly believe that we heard Leonard Nimoy's voice in episode 2, where Michael Burnham was playing back the message from Admiral Tal, and I heard, and I put that video on the Bird of Prey 5X channel. For those who didn't see it, go to the Bird of Prey 5X channel, the link of which you can get at birdofprey5.com. And it's one of the most recent videos on that channel. And I cut out the audio clip that to me clearly sounds like Leonard Nimoy saying the Federation lives on. It was part of the background static of the message Admiral Tal sent. And to me, it sounds exactly like Leonard Nimoy saying the Federation lives on. And I think they put that there just as like an Easter egg to show us what was coming. So that's my belief, is why we will see Spock in some form in this series, in this season. Dear Bop, Dear Bop 5, we all love Mama Prey and care deeply about her and your whole family. That is why we all ask the time. We also want the best for you and your whole family. So please tell Mama Prey we love her and hope that she will not take long. And all heal. The Lord will, of course, heal her as fast as he can. Hugs and kisses to Mama Prey. Yay, take care until next time for Bird of Prey. Oh, thank you so much, whoever that was. It was very nice. Mama Prey is touched. Mama Prey is touched. Not touched by Jedi Bill, but she's touched. Okay. Mama Prey likes Jedi Bill. He said, don't pick on him. Dear Bop. Excuse me. Dear Bop. I can't believe I forgot it was Dear Bop today. I almost forgot to troll you. Project Story Time. You know what? It's okay, Project Story Time. That's okay. Let's see. What do we got going here? Dear Bop. Okay. I know you didn't like those other jokes, but I guarantee you will love these. Why did Riker die from friendly fire? Because Picard ordered fire at will. Yeah, that was funny when I thought of that in season 2 of TNG. I'm saying that joke's kind of old, is what I'm saying, AT. What do you call a Klingon with half a brain? A genius, son of a bitch. What is Cisco's favorite breakfast cereal? Quaker Oats. I thought it would be something about the prophets. Anti-tracker, AT, whoever you are. These are terrible jokes. These are terrible jokes that I would hear on a show like Anti-Trackers. No offense to Anti-Tracker. He's a good guy, but the jokes, not so much. Yeah, I think you should probably burn this joke book for Guy Fawkes Day and get yourself a new joke book. Kronos just snorted. Good for you, Kronos. Thomas Watts is Bird of Prey. Tomorrow Oak Island returns. This is the year they find it. I know, they're getting closer. They gotta find it, right? They gotta find it soon, right? How much further down can they dig? The Curse of Oak Island. Man, that show. I have a love-hate relationship with that show. And by love-hate, I mean, I hate it. I hate the show. Oak Island is not that big. It's not that big. Dear Bop, whoever the little bitch is who has issues with me, either stand up and own it or piss off. Go outside and play hide and go F yourself. Gary, the real RXP. Now that sounds like Gary. Dear Bop, when are you going to break down and admit AT is more knowledgeable on Star Trek than you? Totally not the anti-tracker. Quarter to never. Quarter to never, totally not the anti-tracker. Maybe on TOS episodes. I will give him TOS episodes. But other than that, I would clean his chronometers. Okay, if it ever came to it. Probably on the original episode series, I'd say he has a slight edge because of his advanced age. Okay, having never seen the episodes when they aired new, for me, they're not as deeply saturated into my brain. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Can you put a link to Bird of Prey X channel in the chat? I cannot find it. Yes, I can. I will show you guys how. If you go to fact, go to birdofprey5.com, and there's our schedule. And here are the links to the Bird of Prey channel, the Mamo Prey channel, which probably is not going to get much use, and the Bird of Prey 5X channel, which I will copy, link address, and I will now put it into the chat. And there is the link to the Bird of Prey 5X channel. But if you ever want to know the link to any of my channels, just go to birdofprey5.com, and you have the links right here to my main channel, Mamo Prey's channel, Bird of Prey 5X channel. You click on it, you're at the channel, subscribe, done. Hit the bell icon, you're all good. Bird of Prey 5X channel, all good. And of course, the Mamo Prey 5 channel. And we've already got a new subscriber on the Bird of Prey 5X channel. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, there's the Mamo Prey 5 channel, which probably isn't going to get much use, but you never know. You never know. Also, some of the good stuff you can do on birdofprey5.com. Let me just give a quick tour since it's been a while. The latest video is at the top. My weekly schedule is underneath. If you'd like to donate via PayPal or Streamlabs, or just this button, you can donate. You can go to my Discord server. I have a link to a Discord server. This is the link to Dear Bop. If you want your free advice, you just type it in here, you hit submit, and it goes. This is my web forum. This is Joe's Ultimate Off Topic. This is just a general discussion web forum. A lot of it is political. A lot of it is Jeeps. It's a very very varied forum, and they're not the nicest people to newbies, but if you stick it out, it's fun. Then you can get me on Twitter on Gab, on Facebook, on BitChute, and on Minds. You can subscribe to me on Subscribestar. You can buy my merch on Teespring. Let's see. What's Teespring? Well, Teespring is slow as F. But the Shop Pray. Welcome to the Shop Pray. We've got sassy stuff. We got my mug. We got sassy pillows, sassy t-shirts. We got a ton of stuff. It takes a while to load. We got Yitza design stuff. There's a lot of sassy stuff. Oh, we got the Make Klingons Great Again hats. They're there. There's this Yitza inspired stuff. We got mug, t-shirts, and on the back of the shirts, there's a Carogan flag, and it says Made in Caroga on the back of the shirts, even though they weren't technically made in Caroga. But apparently, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you just stamp Made in Caroga on your shirts. So yeah, some cool stuff. That's at the Teespring store. What else we got here? Oh, we have me on Steam. If you want to become my Steam friend for when I play games on Steam, you can you can find me on Steam. You can find the Republic of Caroga on nationstates.net. Nation States is a free in-browser game where you create your own country and you choose issues. You vote on issues, and the choices you make depend how well your country does. As you can see, Caroga has average civil rights, a powerhouse economy, but few political freedoms. But who needs political freedoms when you already have the most perfect government of all time? So, yeah, Caroga, if you want to join, it's an awesome thing to do. And then we have affiliate links if you want to help me out personally or the channel. If you're in the United States and you click on my Amazon link, my Walmart link, Target, Hulu, Lego, or DoorDash, or a bunch of other companies, if you use these links, I get a small cut of what you spent, which is awesome for me and awesome for you, as it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps support me, the channel, and Mom O'Prey, and Sassy, and Nephew O'Prey, and, all the O'Preys. So, big help if anybody's interested in any of this stuff. That would be nice. And then finally, the older version of the Make Klingons Great Again hat is available on Amazon. And this is just a direct link to the Amazon purchase of that hat, assuming they're still in business, which it's been a long time. I don't know that they are. Excuse me. And last but not least, a link to the Bird Prey 5 screening room, which, okay, so yes, they are still on Amazon. Awesome. The Bird Prey screening room, which when we do Cinema Saturday or DS9 Wednesdays or Futurama Sundays, is where you can watch the movie or TV show live with me as I watch it in the screening room. And then really last but not least is the Pure VPN. This is an affiliate link to the VPN I use. Makes it very easy. You can just use it if you use Chrome, you can just set your country in Chrome. And so if you need to use, let's say you're in the United States, but you want to see what Netflix movies are in Slovakia, you can just literally go to Chrome, type something, choose Slovakia, and you're done. And now you can use Netflix as if you're in Slovakia. It's just that easy. So I strongly recommend, if you need a VPN, to do something like Pure VPN. But yes, it's an affiliate link, but I've been using it for over 5 years, personally, paying for it. So that's where we are. Okay, let's go back to the page and let's read up what other chats have I fallen behind on at this point, because I'm sure I have. Let's see. Yes, so Daniel asked for the link to the channel. I put it in. And Sci-Fi Nation put in a link too. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. And Chris Spurzer also put in a link. Thank you, Chris. And then I put in the link. So I was late. Thank you guys, both of you. Joseph says Qapla.com works too. Yes, it does. Qapla.com is also a domain I own, and they both work. They'll bring you to birdoprey5.com, but at some point I might have other plans for Qapla.com. So I do advertise it as birdoprey5.com. Dan23 says another way to find the X channel is to click on BirdoPrey5, then click on the channels. Yes, that's true. If you go to my channel, the BirdoPrey5 X channel should be the first top featured channel. Sci-Fi Nation is okay. I'm taking my like back from you, Kronos. Stop. No, don't take likes from Kronos. Sci-Fi Nation says don't forget the affiliate links. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Poor miners, says Kronos. Wesley says, Vertebrae, I would like a mama prey with a pillow sheet on her head. Pillow sheet. No. That's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen again, Wes. Dan23 says, submit to Vertebrae. Well, yes, if you're going to submit a Dear Bop. Wesley says, hashtag is simp to vote. Is what? Is simp to vote? I don't know what's going on. Kronos says, wow, some peeps are really insane in the membrane. Mike Richards is all hail Caroga, the land of Jaloja. Wow. Dan23 says, what Lego would you like next? Oh, Dan, I'm so backed up on Lego. I haven't even been keeping up. I generally like space Legos, but I haven't even been keeping up. Kronos says, did I trigger some peeps? I don't know, Kronos, did you? I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice. Kronos says, did I trigger some peeps? No, I don't think you did. Did you? Oh, no, that was Wesley. Sci-Fi Nation says Caroga National Anthem is the best anthem. Absolutely. Wesley says sci-fi high five. Oh, sci-fi high five. Thank you, Wes. Daniel's Hot Topic says Vertebrae. Oh my God, Bird. I just saw the video on Birdoprey 5X channel, and I like it. I think it's cool. But when I hear the Federation lives on, I think it was Senatal speaking that line. Well, I mean, it could have been. I heard Leonard Nimoy as soon as I heard it. Someone says, oh crap, Bird is going to read. Captain Track puts in no anti-tracker symbol. Thank you, Captain Track. Bird of Prey. Anti-tracker knows little about Star Trek next to Bird of Prey. I don't think he knows little, but I think other than TOS, I definitely know more. Just being fair. I'll tell you this: Anti-tracker can walk further than me. I'd give him in a contest of walking. I'll give it to Anti-tracker 9 times out of 10. But in a question of track, no, I win. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, I need the link for the Caroga National Anthem again. Yeah, that's also on the Bird of Prey 5X channel. We'll find it, Sci-Fi. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, no Mama Prey pillow sheets. Sorry. Mama Prey says her memory isn't what it used to be, but she's not that forgetful yet. Sci-Fi says, never mind, I found it. Very cool, Sci-Fi. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird of Prey, I suppose it's possible Spock did not die in the Kelvin timeline, and that it was just a cover-up, and Spock actually returned to the original Trek timeline, just the far future and the year 3180. It's certainly possible, Daniel. It's certainly possible. You remember, if you don't see the death on screen, and even when you do, In Star Trek, it's always reversible. Project Storytime says, Bird of Prey, there's going to be a new NHL team. What are the chances Caroga of getting the new arena naming rights, the Carogan Center? Very little, Project Storytime. We do not buy naming rights to tiny things like stadiums and convention centers. We are a country, and you don't see Kuwait. You don't see Kuwait buying a stadium. There's no Kuwaiti stadium. No, we don't lower ourselves to such things. Sci-Fi Nation is saying hi to Mama Prey. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, the original idea for Star Trek 4 Kelvin Timeline was to have James Kirk's dad back and time travel to reset time. Yes, I remember that. They were going to have him back, but didn't work out. Didn't work out. Guys, with that, thank you all so much for coming. Mama Prey heard you, Sci-Fi Nation, and she is waving back to you. Wow, we have a number of people watching, but I do have to get going. We don't want to stay up too late tonight for myself and for Mama Prey. So we are going to get going. Thank you all so much. Happy Monday, everybody. Tomorrow, Open Lines Tuesday. Looking forward to it. Probably between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern start time. Probably, I don't know. Let's say 4. Let's say 4 p.m. Eastern plus minus an hour for start time for tomorrow. And then Wednesday is the Little Green Men, Deep Space Nine. Thursday will probably just be my Star Trek Discovery review. And then Friday will be a special BedLife for my birthday, my 42nd birthday. And that's about it. And I need to thank everybody again who has already donated or donated at all or shared the GoFundMe. And I will put the link up one time. But most everybody here has already shared it or viewed it or whatever. But Mama Prey and me want to thank everybody who has donated. I did break down and do a GoFundMe to help pay for basically the people who are coming to the house to take care of me and Mama Prey. Mama Prey used to take care of me alone as I need help basically doing anything from getting food to toileting to doing anything. I always need help. Mama Prey used to do this all on her own, but with her recent hospitalization and current eardrum rupture, she can't do it anymore. Not all of it, so we had to bring people in. They are expensive. And yes, I had some savings, so it wasn't, we had a short term, we were able to cover it, but this is probably going to be weeks of recovery time. And if you could spare $1 or anything, it would be helpful. I'll be honest, it would be helpful. Please don't go into debt. Please don't give away your last few dollars. It's not that dire. I'm not saying it's that we're not at that point. But if you had a few extra bucks to spare, it would be appreciated. Do not, I repeat, do not sell anything you're fond of. I had people telling me they were going to sell no, please don't sell anything. Don't change your lifestyle, please. It would be helpful. It's already helped tremendously, but we've got a few more weeks of this, and so it's starting to add up. But it's also added up was the tremendous generosity of everybody. And I feel terrible even having to put up the link, but I owe it to Mama Pray to put up that link. So thank you for whoever can donate. And if you can't, hey, if you could just pass it on in your Twitter or your Facebook, or your, accidentally send it to an all office email. I don't know, maybe just accidentally send it. It would be helpful. With that, guys, thank you so much. Well, Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. Can we sell Wesley? We're not going to sell Wesley, Thomas. I'm not authorizing the sale of any Carogans. Wesley says, I don't want to go. I'm sorry, Wes. You don't have to leave. You can stick around in the chat. It'll probably close after a few minutes. Purple Valkyrie says, thank you, Bird of Prey. Have a great night and love to you and your family. Thank you so much, Purple. Love to you as well. To everybody, thank you all so much. Thank you for the awesome generosity. And you guys have made, I tell you, more than the money. The night that Mama Frey went to the hospital and I was freaking the F out, you people just being there helped more than you can ever know. More than you could ever know. So with that, guys, Qapla all. And let's say we end it on a Carogan anthem. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. The Carogan national anthem as we leave. Qapla. Wes, Thomas won't sell you. Well, $40 is $40. I will, Wes.